What's up, everyone? It's your boy Travis here, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day so far, and welcome to another Chicago Bulls live post-game fans hangout as the Bulls get another big victory in overtime against the Minnesota Timberwolves, 133 to 126. The Bulls are absolutely red hot. We have won 5 out of our last 6 games. We are just moving on up the Eastern Conference. Bulls now are 6th in the Eastern Conference. We are essentially tied with the Raptors for the 5th seed and just half a game out behind the Indiana Pacers. Wow, this Bulls team is getting hot at just the right time as we are going right into, the big stretch this season. We are making a playoff push. Welcome in, everybody, to the post-game show. What a time right now. And for Zach LaVine, he absolutely goes off in this game for 35 points, and he does make the All-Star team. So big congratulations to Zach LaVine, putting in all the hard work. It is just so awesome to see. And you just love the mindset, from LaVine. He gave an interesting interview, talking about if he would give advice to his 19-year-old self. And, some of the things he had mentioned welcome in, everyone. Before I get to that, want to greet everybody. How is everyone doing tonight? We got Tyler Burbeck in the house. Big win today by the Warriors. And what a big win. And yeah, that really helps out the Bulls because, Indiana, Bulls are now just half a game behind the Pacers, and Warriors now also making up some ground. I see we got Thomas Granelli. Welcome in to the post-game show. Warriors just 2 games out behind that 5th spot. That is incredible. Welcome in, Jaden Robinson. Great to see you here. And no problem. Don't worry if you happen to not be able to make it. I appreciate the support. So whenever you get a chance, it really means a lot to take the time. So thank you. How are you doing tonight? Let's go Bulls. Yeah, absolutely. I just love it right now. I mean, everything that, we could have envisioned that we could accomplish this season, it is starting to come to fruition right now. And I mean, it feels so awesome. Last week we finally got the recognition and we played a game on ESPN, for the first time in what feels like several years. And now, have won 5 out of our last 6 games. We are playing so hot right now. It has been incredible. Yeah, Zach LaVine and Stephen Curry making the All-Star team, more than well-deserved. And those two, I definitely figure, are going to be competing for that MVP race. And that is going to be incredible to see who is going to come out on top. Both players, just playing absolutely amazing. We got MLB Joey in the house. How are you doing today, my friend? And how is everyone doing? I am feeling so pumped right now for this win by the Bulls. And yeah, LaVine, he knocked down 14 of 21 shots from the field. And also the young Coby White, he had a breakout performance, 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. I love watching Coby White. He is such an exciting point guard in our game, and he is so fast out there. And, he is just getting better and better. And, we've seen him this year have a 30-plus point game. And so, he has got that capability. And, yeah, what a performance for Coby White. And, it's just amazing how he is still just 21 years old, and he is playing incredible. Of course, last year was his rookie season, and he played so amazing. And yeah, he has followed it up, having a great sophomore season for Coby White. And then you had Wendell Carter Jr., a big game for him, 17 points and 10 rebounds, gobbling up those rebounds, Wendell Carter Jr. And yeah, that's what you love about him. And, also he can knock down threes. He can score. And, so he provides a lot. And, the Bulls got a lot of players that, can get a lot of rebounds. And, so that is huge. Let's see. We got a quick football question. Appreciate the comment. Colts really got Carson Wentz over Phillip Rivers, but Phillip Rivers got them to the playoffs. But Rivers is old, though. Yeah, that you make a really good point, Jaden. And, I think that what that tells me is, I really think, the Colts, I think, they are going to be a good team, and I think they can make a deep playoff push with Carson Wentz. And, they got a good defense. And so it's going to be intriguing, to see how Carson Wentz, I think a change of scenery will, do wonders for him. So appreciate that. And yeah, what a game. Also for Patrick Williams, the rookie, 13 points. And last game, I believe he had 14 points and 7 rebounds. And so Patrick Williams, another player as well, excuse me, that can provide scoring, provide rebounding, and, he is only getting better and better. Now, defensively for the Bulls in this game, we did, so Timberwolves shot 45.2% from the field. So, it wasn't the best game defensively for the Bulls. And, this game got so intense, towards the end. I mean, Bulls were hanging on to a 1-point lead. And then Timberwolves were able to force overtime. And man, we absolutely destroyed the Timberwolves in overtime, outscoring them 14-7. So it was incredible. Nice. We got pick of the game, Wendell Carter Jr. He was amazing tonight. I love it. Thank you for that, Jaden. Yeah, Wendell with 17 points tonight in 10 rebounds. And yeah, it's so huge. I think he was hurt a couple games a few weeks back, so you really see how Wendell Carter Jr., can impact the game and his presence out there. And yeah, I just love it. Of course, we drafted him a couple years back. And so, I think he is developing into a great player in this league. And so, yeah, I love it. All the young talent on this Bulls team, they are playing incredible right now. And it is so awesome to see, especially as right now we are making a playoff push and, moving on up the Eastern Conference ladder right now. We were fighting for that 8th playoff spot, and you have so many teams, that are really close to each other in the standings. And so Bulls right now with this win tonight, and we've won 5 of our last 6. Now we're just half a game out behind the Indiana Pacers for the 4th playoff spot in the East. That is absolutely amazing. And so, I believe this, I had said this Bulls team, could make the 8th or 7th spot, but I do believe, they can also make 4th or 5th. And, right now that you're seeing that, and so it is incredible right now. And I'm just loving the fun times we are having right now. Every single game, you feel like you have a great opportunity to win. Nice. We got a pick of the game from the Warriors tonight. Stephen Curry, another great performance for him in that big game for the Warriors against Indiana. And yeah, what a game that was. And yeah, for the Warriors, great way, to bounce back after, a couple of really tough losses. And so Warriors getting the big win yesterday against the New York Knicks, and then coming out today in the back-to-back and getting the win against Indiana. And that, of course, helps out my Bulls with us now being just half a game the Pacers. And so some other stats in this game, Thomas Satoransky for the Bulls also had 16 points. Another great player to have in, he is huge. He can score, and, coming off the bench, I love what Satoransky can bring. And Bulls in this game, we shot 59.1% from the field. It was an incredible shooting night for the Bulls. And, we have talked about how incredibly offensive or how potent this Bulls team is. You look all across the board, so many guys that can put up big scoring numbers, with Zach LaVine putting up multiple 30-plus point games. And now you're starting to see Klay White continuing to put up big games, and then you have the rookie Patrick Williams playing solid. You got Wendell Carter Jr. playing well. And right now, Lauri Markkanen is out with an injury. And, we've seen him this year also, play really well. And so that's going to be key for Markkanen to get back, and get them. I feel like we were starting to really see Markkanen blossom into the player, that we know he has the potential to become. And so I can't wait till when Markkanen can come back and, because, you look at this Bulls team now, I mean, so many key pieces. We have a strong bench and, we are getting better defensively with each game. And, whoever we have gone up against, we've had some really tough matchups. And, we have been able to prove that we can stay in those games against, the best teams out there. The All-Star will be a good game. Curry, LeBron, Kawhi, and against KD, Kyrie, Joel. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. The All-Star game. Yeah, I mean, the All-Star game, yeah, I love seeing, all the amazing talent. But I think, a lot of times it seems like the games are, I think defensively, yeah, they don't try that much. We always have kind of high scoring games in the All-Star game. But you know what? I can't wait to see all the talent that's going to be there. And especially, Zach LaVine making the All-Star team. Again, big congratulations to LaVine. And yeah, I highly recommend if you have a chance to check out some of the interviews LaVine has done. But there was one, the Bulls Twitter feed put out where LaVine gave, if he was to give advice to his 19-year-old self, what would he say? And, some of the things he mentioned, hard work eventually pays. And so, even if maybe you don't get the recognition that you think maybe you might deserve, just put your head down, keep working hard. Hard work eventually pays, and, don't worry what others are saying about you. And, I feel like that is really some of the best advice ever, because, I would definitely say that same advice to my 14-year-old self, when I was big. Because I think my biggest downfall in trying to play competitive sports, in high school, in baseball, was the fact that, I cared too much what people were thinking about me. And my head was always thinking about what people's opinions were of me. And, I should have just, controlled what I could control, which was, my work ethic, my preparation, and those kinds of things. And, I wish that back when I was younger, at that age, 14, 15, that someone would have pulled me aside and gave me that advice. And, for Zach LaVine to know that, I think it is no wonder, you're seeing him play at the highest level of his game. Because, yeah, he puts his head down. He is grinding. And, it is just amazing to see. And what a story, I could not be happier to see LaVine playing and doing what he's doing right now. And, for us to be in the thick of a playoff push. And now, we are 6th in the Eastern Conference, in absolutely amazing. Yep, is a top 10 or 5 MVP. Yep, I'm with you, Jaded. And I would even put LaVine in top 3 MVP discussion. I think he has been that great this season. If I had to maybe rank him, yeah, Curry, I think it would be my in terms of will win the MVP. But if I had to, put where I would, but yeah, I totally agree. I'm with you, LaVine. He is moving on up the ladder. And yeah, I think that is how, great he is playing right now. What sport did you play? I played football, basketball, and baseball. That is awesome, Jaden. Yeah, I only played baseball. So, I was going to some football practices my senior year. I thought maybe I was going to play that year, but I ended up not playing because I decided to look for a job instead. But I really did enjoy the practices for football. that it was there, going to the weight room where I learned how to actually do squats for the first time, when I was a senior, or I had done squats, in like weight training in high school. But I played baseball my freshman year, and like I said, I didn't have the right mindset. So I worried too much and I couldn't be myself on the baseball field. So I did not play well, and ended up kind of lose the passion, because when you're not having fun and you're worrying too much about your performance. So I ended up not, after I didn't make the team my sophomore year, I essentially had quit baseball. And so now that I've gotten older, I have gotten back into it, playing with some friends and playing on my own, putting some work in. I'm trying to make, try out at my college and, just have fun with it. And so to several college baseball tryouts over the years, community college, several, and one at my current college now. 2019, I didn't make the team. But the good thing about that is, I had got good experience, and I was able to kind of see where I was at, know what I need to work on. And I have to be honest, if you don't put the work in, you're not going to accomplish what you're want to accomplish. So, for myself, this is still a dream of mine, and I would recommend to everyone out there, whether it's baseball or what sport you might be trying to play, I think it's never too late to get back into it. If you're still young, your body, you can put in the work, and I think all you can ask for is an opportunity. We've heard amazing stories of guys coming on to walk on tryouts, and being able to make teams. So I think you just put your head down, work as hard as possible. All you can control is your preparation for a tryout, because at the end of the day, when you're at that tryout, the only thoughts that on your mind are going to be, how you prepared for that tryout. And you're going to be wishing that all of those days that led up to the tryout, that, you were preparing your body, going through workouts and doing the repetitions, it's amazing when you, understand the mental side of sports and how impactful it is. And that's the key. I really give a lot of credit to these athletes playing at the highest level with all the pressure that comes on to them. And, it is definitely very, let's see. Okay, good. I don't know why my connection sometimes is a bit lagging. Player, nice. We got picks of the game. James Wiseman for the Warriors. Incredible pick. Wiseman, so huge with him returning back from that wrist injury. And I love it. Kobe White with a great game tonight with 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. So incredible for Kobe White. I was very happy. I mean, when that trade first went down, I think all of us Bulls fans, it was really tough, to see Jimmy Butler go. But, when you looked at the talent that we got, getting LAVINE and getting Lauri Markkanen, and we also did get Chris Dunn. But, now I think he's with the Hawks now. To me, we got 2 potential MVP candidates in that trade, with Zach LaVine now and Lauri Markkanen, who I think can blossom into an MVP caliber player. And so, now that we're evaluating the trade, I think, it really is starting to pay off for us. So it's been great. Very tough second half schedule for the Warriors. It's going to be a great test, and I think that's what makes it so much fun. When you're, going up against a tough challenge, it makes it, I think, that much more exciting to, try to make it into the playoffs. So next game for the Bulls. It's going to be a fun one. We got the Phoenix Suns coming up on Friday, a very hot team in the Western Conference. Phoenix is 20-10 right now. They are playing incredible. They got a good young team. And that's going to be at the United Center on Friday. So what a matchup. One of the biggest tests for the Bulls going up against a real Phoenix out of the West. And yeah, good for the Suns. I mean, they have been a small market team that has not been good for a lot of years. But, now you're starting to see them play very well. They got some great young talent. And, last year the Suns got within just one game of making it to the playoffs. So, I think, yeah. And then they, of course, traded for Chris Paul and, and so, yeah, Suns, right now they are looking really solid. So, yeah, it's going to be a really fun one. Good test for the Bulls coming up. And, all these bad teams playing good right now. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Minnesota, you look at this game. I mean, Minnesota gave the Bulls everything that we could handle, forcing overtime. And yeah, it took everything for us to get this win today. And so, no win in the NBA is easy. You're getting everyone's best every single night. And yeah, these young teams, the thing is when, when you don't have a good record, you don't have a lot of pressure, the young guys can kind of go out and be themselves. And a lot of times I think that's why you see these, kind of bad teams, really play well. And get some water real quick. H2O. So I think that's why you see them, hang around in these tough matchups, with tough games. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I believe Phoenix. Yeah. So I think they played today. So 20-11 now. Yep. Chris Paul. Wow. Yeah. Making the All-Star team. Yeah. So, that Suns team. It's going to be. That's yep. Glad that you bring that up. I remember them. They were a good team when they had Steve Nash and, yeah, he was incredible. And Nash, made the Suns a relevant team a lot of years. And I believe, so Steve Nash is such an incredible talent. And, when I first started getting into watching basketball, he was one of the players that I really enjoyed to watch on that Suns team over the years. And so, yeah, incredible. And so, yeah, looking at some more stats breakdowns in this game. So you got, for the Bulls, it's such an incredible shooting night, 59.1% from the field. So amazing. And, this Bulls team has so much offensive firepower. We can score in bunches, and it is incredible. And we shot 40% from three, knocking down 10 threes in this game. And we also out-rebounded Minnesota 43-41. So we were able to take control of the rebounds in this game. And now for the Timberwolves, their leading scorer was Malik Beasley with 25 points. And Karl Anthony Towns also had a great game with 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. So a couple, solid performances there from Minnesota. And yeah, this was a fun game. It was competitive and, really nerve-wracking there. I mean, the last minute before it went into overtime, I was very nervous, And so, right now we can exhale a sigh of relief now that we got this win and we keep the good times rolling. Because, this had the makings of a trap game for the Bulls. Minnesota, a team that has struggled pretty much all year. And we got, their best Steve Kerr play on the, I remember that Steve Kerr playing on the Bulls. He was a great shooter and now he is a coach for the Warriors. That's crazy. Yep. I'm with you, Jaden, and probably even more crazy. I mean, for someone like me that, these are my two favorite, or, Bulls, my favorite, and Warriors, the local team, my second team. It's funny how, Steve Kerr, you have the history with him being a former Bulls player and winning championships with us. And now, of course, being the head coach of the Warriors. And so, it's really intriguing how that all, comes a full picture in that sense. And so, now defensively for the Bulls in this game, they did hold Minnesota to 45.2% from the field. So, Minnesota did shoot the ball very well tonight. And, yeah, Bulls defensively, that is still something we can improve on. But as we've seen with, the ability to score so much offensively, it really, pretty much keeps us in almost any game. We can come back. And and then you see that when we do play really good defense, we can blow out teams and really stay competitive in games. And so, it's been awesome to see. Minnesota shot 31.6% from three. And so, pretty okay there for them. And so, with this big win now for the Bulls, we are the 6th seed at 15-16, and we have now won 5 of our last 6 games, and we are just half a game out behind the number 4 seed Indiana Pacers. So how amazing has this run been for the Bulls? A few weeks back, we were 11th in the East, and now we are 6th. It is so incredible. And so, we are going to be wrapping up the post-game show here shortly. Now, before we do, we are going to get to our picks of the game, as always. And so if you would like, let me know your pick of the game down below in the comment section, and would love to hear your thoughts and reactions to this game. If you happen to be watching this later, let me know down below in that comment section. Love to hear what you thought as the Bulls get a huge win tonight, 133-126 in overtime against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And let's see. Nice. Love it. Love some predictions here. Jaden has got the Bulls beating the Suns 120-117. I've got Zach having 30, Kobe with 20, Wendell Carter with 23. I absolutely love this prediction, Jaden. I'm with you. We can get this win on Friday. We can make it 6 out of our last 7. So what a game. Excuse me. Let me get some water real quick. It's going to be awesome on Friday. Cannot wait for that. And so for the game, I am going to take LAVINE. It seems like we were picking him a lot, but he just keeps on playing amazing. Also could have taken Klay White, and I know some of you also did, of course, take Klay White. I am going to take Zach LAVINE, 35 points tonight. He was 14 of 21 field goal shooting, of course, makes the All-Star team. Congratulations to LAVINE, more than well deserved, and you just love it. And I'd highly recommend to check out some of the interviews LAVINE has done, especially the one where he talks about the advice that he would give to his 19-year-old self. It was probably one of the most life-changing, pieces of advice that I heard from LAVINE. And it's something, I've heard as I've gotten older is, of course, what he had said was somewhere along the lines of, hard work eventually pays. And so you're not getting the recognition now, just keep grinding and just keep working hard. And don't be concerned about what people are saying about you. And I think, that advice is so huge, because I think a lot of us, at least for myself, of course, when I was playing baseball in high school, I was too concerned what people were thinking about me. And so, if I would have just been relaxed, been myself, and worked hard, and just been worried about that kind of stuff, I would have played to my potential. But when you're, worrying about, what people are saying about you, that's how, when, you pretty much are not able to play, to your potential. And so to be able to do all that. Cowboys might trade Dak Prescott. I don't know if they should give him one more season. That's interesting. Quick football question here, so appreciate that. I think Prescott, I think the Cowboys should give him maybe one more season. And because I think he's such an incredible talent. So we'll see. I mean, if a team wows them with a trade offer, then maybe make the deal. And so let's see. I think we got Warriors win versus the Pacers 111-107. We got the Charlotte Hornets coming up on Friday. Hope to revenge. Yep, Warriors trying to complete that revenge tour. First they got the win against the Knicks, get a nice revenge. Then they get nice revenge against Indiana, and that would be so sweet to complete the revenge tour for the Warriors to take out Charlotte on Friday. So that's going to be huge. So cannot wait. And so, thank you again so much, everyone, for checking out the video. I really appreciate all your support, and it really means a lot to me. And if you haven't done so, please smash up that like button. I really appreciate that support. It really helps out the channel a lot. And thank you so much for that. And all it takes is just 1 second of your time to smash up that like button. So thank you again, everyone. Really appreciate that. And thank you for all the support. And Zach versus Chris. So talking about, when you're, LaVINE and Curry, of course, both making the all-star team. And so, appreciate the support, everyone. And always, thank you again. Really means a lot. And have a fantastic rest of your night, everyone. Take care and strive for greatness. We will see you all next time here on the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Take care, everyone. And let's go, Bulls. Woo! We get the win. 5 of our last 6. Let's go, Bulls Nation. We 6th in the East now. We are making a playoff push. Let's go, Bulls. All right, everyone. Take care. Appreciate it.